technically he is giving Luna more time. He did. I see you don't bust in these folks' house just to confront them, only to agree to give them more time. I said all y'all gotta do is take out that phone and call or give an anonymous tip. They ain't gonna know you did it. They gonna know one of y'all did it. I said, all y'all gotta do, because Taylor brought up a good point. She was like, okay, because they kept asking for more time and stuff like that. And she was like, okay, what happens if Will is the father? What then? And Ridge was like, y'all gonna get her a 9-month vacation? I said, exactly. You know how much stuff can happen in 9 months? I mean, technically with soap time, you cut it in half, so about 4 months, 3 months. By the end of this year, she should be with a full belly, y'all. By the end of this year, she should be with a full belly. But yeah, okay, so on today's new episode of Bold and Beautiful, October 9th, 2025. What did y'all think? Let me know down below. So, okay, so the episode started with Luna. She over here beside Bill, like almost like she hiding behind him. Somebody said she can't go back to jail and all this other stuff. She pregnant. She don't need to be in jail because of this and that. Girl, nobody care about none of that. Did you care when you shot those dudes? When you murdered them? Did you care then? Everybody trying to cut her way too much slack because she pregnant. Don't y'all know that's where it starts? What else are y'all going to give her because she's pregnant? What else y'all gonna give her? She told my son, I'm gonna just stay in my room. Girl, please, you ain't had no room. What the world? I said he need to get a guard or something. You want to let people out of jail and stuff. Well, he let her out of jail the first time. I said, where's the guard? You need better guards, something, because y'all ain't good at nothing. I said, oh, y'all learning the truth, and nobody calling the police, not even Deacon. Not even Deacon. Nobody calling the cops on this girl. I said, maybe when Steffi get back, she'll call. That she our last resort, because everybody else in town know. I don't think Hope and, well, Brooke knows, so I'm assuming she gonna tell Hope, but right now I don't think Hope them know. But aside from that, everybody else in town know. So they ain't gonna do nothing. All that talk for nothing. Well, Poppy don't know. But yeah, Luna was acting afraid beside Bill. Bill ends up saying that he waiting on the paternity test. Ridge was saying how he don't care about none of that. They showed Will, who was thinking about Electra. Ivy ends up telling Electra that she's there for her if she needs her, anything, if she just want to vent or whatever. And Ivy, might as well get them out the way. Ivy ends up bringing up that Will was lying to her and stuff like that. She seems stuck on it. I was like, now I get it. He did lie. He should have listened to his first mind. He shouldn't have listened to his mama because she the one hyped his head up, then over here trying to tell Electra this and that. You shouldn't have told him to keep it a secret. He should have did what he wanted to do. Be honest. He should have been honest. But yeah, aside from that, don't try to make it seem like he's at fault. That girl is a psychopath that took advantage of him. That's just what it was. They keep trying to downplay it. No, it's exactly what happened. It's exactly what happened. But yeah, like I said, we was thinking about Electra. He ends up leaving, so I was thinking he was coming back over there to fight for Electra because he kept texting her, whatever. And she responded some, but she ain't, really paying him no attention because she's struggling with her feelings because that's a lot to process. That's a lot to process, or whatever. Not to mention, once it's confirmed that Luna actually is carrying Will's child, because I think it will be. Now I might be wrong. We'll see. If she see that Electra not going nowhere, she gonna try to eliminate her. So she gonna be the next target. She definitely gonna be the next target. But yeah, Ivy was telling Electra that she's there for her if she needs her. Electra ends up telling Ivy that Will was tricked or whatever. But yeah, he did lie. That's when Ivy brought up that Will lied to her and he ended up sleeping with her. Yeah, he messed up there too. Because you shouldn't have sit up here and sleep. You knew that was her first time. You slept with somebody else. You didn't know who it was at the time. And it was not your fault. But everything that happened after, it was. Everything that happened after, it was. But yeah, Luna ends up trying to explain things to them. So she's not a threat anymore. She's changed. She's not the same person. Didn't you say that last time? When they confronted you the last time. Did Ridge and them come over there the other time and confront her? What the world? Same old dialogue, y'all. Same old time. Same old storylines. Different day. But yeah, she over here trying to convince them that she's changed. What did she say? I'm a parent like all of y'all now. That would have set me off, because what the world? But then again, they is murder. Well, I don't think, had they ever murdered somebody? I know Bill blew up Liam and, I keep saying it like that, that Bill blew up Liam and Sally. And what her name, Sally? I think it was Sally. He blew them up. He didn't know they was in the building, though. He dumped Ridge out the plane. What Ridge done did? I don't know what Ridge done did. I don't know if he ever did nothing crazy or not. He probably did. What else? Taylor done shot Bill. I think they said Steffi shot Sheila, and they said she did something to that girl. What was her name? Allie? I don't know, y'all. So technically, all on some. I'm about to say some sickos, not sickos, y'all. All of them got issues. I said that part. Well, yeah, I was like, well, I take that back because I about to say Luna talking about how she a parent like all them. I said, I don't think they did nothing like that. Then I thought about it. I said, well, technically. Now, Taylor was trying to protect Steffi because she thought the Bill took advantage of her, and that's how that happened. What else? Let's see. Katie and Bill ends up trying to tell them and explain they just need more time because, Will may be the father. So Taylor was like, what if Will is the father? What then? And I was asking the same thing because what you think this is? So I said, what then? What then? So this fool Ridge ends up agreeing. He had took out his phone and everything. I said, you might as well kept it in your pocket if you want to go do nothing with it. You might as well kept it in your pocket if you want to go do nothing with it. Don't took out his phone. Y'all could have called the police. Could have brought Chief Baker over there with y'all. But no. He gonna end up saying, okay, more time or whatever. Then they get to the house and they want to have a conversation about everything and Luna and whether or not to tell Steffi and all this other extra stuff. You could have been called the cops. What the world? You ain't got to listen to these folks. We don't care whose child is and all this other stuff. Shoot. Because she just gonna do more damage. Especially when she find out Katie trying to take her baby. Wait until she find that part out, that Katie trying to take her baby. Wait. But yeah, Ridge ends up agreeing more time. Finn, Steffi, and Ridge talk about Luna and Steffi and whether or not to, whether or not to tell Steffi. And Finn said something. I think he said something about he's not focused on making Luna pay or anything like that. His only concern is making sure that his family is safe. Ain't that one and the same? I said, see, look, even in that answer right there, you should know. Even in that answer right there, you should see. Finn don't know what he want. He's struggling. He's struggling just like his mama Lee was struggling. But yeah, he over here talking about some, my concern is not making Luna pay. My concern is protecting my family. What the freak you talking about? The way to protect your family is if she's in jail. Wouldn't that be the same thing? I don't know. But yeah, that's what they was talking about. Will ends up coming to Bill's house and he wants to talk to Luna. He wants to talk to Luna or whatever. They was trying to talk him against it and stuff like that. And he was like, no, he has to do this or whatever. She told us, we could go into my room. We could go into my room or whatever if you want to talk. Hold on, y'all. She was saying how we could go to my room if you want to talk. He was like, no, they need to hear this too. So he just told her how, no girl would have accepted the situation like Electra or whatever, and she's not going anywhere, and he loved her, and he'll never love Luna. And she told my son, well, there is one person that you will love more than Electra or whatever, the baby, our baby or whatever. I said, she using that baby already, and the baby ain't even here. Now, the baby gonna be here next week, but still. The baby's gonna be here next week, but still. But yeah, what else? Let's see. Let's backtrack. I think I said it at the beginning of this. No, I don't think so. I think I said it in the other video. When they showed Ridge and Taylor and Finn talking, they was a little close. They standing close. I said, is he got his arm around her? Because y'all know when they was together, that's the same thing he was doing. I was like, look, I was trying to see. I don't know if he actually had his arm around her or not. But I said, see, that's how situations and what they said, lines get blurred and all this other stuff. Because what y'all got going on, you a little too close. And before, once again, somebody come in and says, now all of a sudden they can't be near each other and they have kids and all this other extra stuff. What happened every time this stuff happened? Basically, her and Brooke just switch roles or whatever, except Taylor ain't trying to get him back. Except she ain't trying to get him back. Because when you married or in a relationship, there's certain things you should not do. That way it won't be no mixed feelings, no confusion, and nothing like that. Part ways. You ain't got to be that close. You ain't got to ride. I don't know if they rode together or not to the hospital or to be a place or not. But I'm assuming they did. But yeah, he was standing there. I said, y'all can separate. What the world going on? Like, I know it's a moment where y'all want to talk about y'all daughter possibly being in danger, but at the same time, what they said, part ways. Separate. Separate. Because y'all know that's what happened. They'll be like, oh, okay, I don't know what happened. I don't know what. Next thing you know, she'll be sitting on his lap again. Sitting on his lap. That was a violation then. That was cheating then. What the world? Okay, well, nobody said that's cheating then. You ain't got no business. You in a relationship sitting on nobody's lap. What the world? Somebody's a broken heart. You just have to be broken hearted. The freak going on around here. Nah. Y'all know I'm a cracker joker too. But I think that's it. No, it ain't. Electra was telling Ivy how she doesn't want Luna to win. And I was like, that sounds familiar. Where do we hear that from? I think it's different, though. I think on Beyond the Gates where Kat was saying she don't want Eva to win. Yeah, I think that was it. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have a great rest of the day and be safe.